During World War II, American intelligence commissioned a psychological analysis of Adolf Hitler. Listen to these rules. Never allow the public to cool off. Never admit a fault or a wrong. Never concede that there may be some good in your enemy. Never accept blame. Concentrate on one enemy at a time and blame them for everything that goes wrong. Also, people will believe a big lie sooner than a little one. So here's my question. How many of those tactics sound familiar today? Let's find out. Rule 1. Never allow the public to cool off. There's always a crisis. There's always somebody coming after you. The immigrants, the Democrats, the media, prosecutors, judges, the deep state. Somebody is always destroying America. Somebody is always the enemy. And Trump is always the guy who's going to save you from them. Think about the language. They're not coming after me. They're coming after you. I'm just standing in the way. Rule 2. Never admit a fault or a wrong. This one is almost too easy. Trump spent years questioning whether Obama was born in the United States. Obama released his long-form birth certificate. Did Trump say, "I was wrong"? No. And then there's the biggest example of all, the 2020 election. Trump lost. The states certified their results. His legal challenges failed to overturn the result. His own attorney general said the department hadn't found fraud on a scale that could have changed the outcome. And more than 5 years later, Trump still won't simply say, "I lost." Rule 3. Never concede that there might be some good in your enemy. Listen to the way Trump describes his political opponents. They're rarely just wrong. They're rarely people with whom he simply disagrees. They're corrupt, they're crooked, or they're radical, or Marxists, they're communists, they're destroying America. They're enemies. Hillary wasn't Hillary Clinton. She was Crooked Hillary. Joe Biden wasn't simply Joe Biden. He became Crooked Joe. Political disagreement gets transformed into something much simpler. Good versus evil. And guess which side Donald Trump is on? Rule 4. Never accept blame. When something goes wrong, watch where the responsibility goes. To the media, to the Democrats, to judges, to prosecutors, election officials, immigrants, other countries. Rule 5. Find an enemy and blame them. The enemy changes, but there's always an enemy. For years it was Barack Obama, then Hillary Clinton, and then Joe Biden. And throughout all of it, the media, the immigrants, the deep state, Democrats, the rhinos. And now we get to the big one. People will believe a big lie sooner than a little one. And if you repeat it frequently enough, people will sooner or later start to believe it. There may be no better modern example than Trump's claim that the 2020 presidential election was stolen from him. I've shown you the examples. I've shown you the pattern. How many of these rules does Donald Trump follow? I'm Alan Thompson, and this has been Quick Dive.